Hurricanes and One Island Church has had enough. The First Baptist Church of St. James City wants to build up higher. Building higher requires the church to move many puzzle pieces around in order to make it work.
Wink News reporter Amy Gallo shows us what this plan entails.
The plan is to keep everything in here the same, but raise the church about 6 or 7 feet to keep it away from the floodwaters.
Jesus tells us in the scriptures that we're to go out into the world and reach people, but he kind of flipped the script on us a couple of years ago. He sent the world to our doorstep.
After Hurricane Ian, many found themselves at the First Baptist Church of St. James City.
We had this sanctuary here, if you can imagine, just totally stripped out and gutted. And we called it the St. James City Sam's Club because we had everything from bottled water to dog food to hygiene products to baby food and I mean anything you could need to survive.
Meanwhile, the congregation was dealing with loss of their own.
Imagine filling this building up with a million gallons of chocolate milk and mud and picking it up and shaking it and just throwing it down. It was a mess.
And Hurricanes Helene and Milton, they were salt in the wound.
We finished rebuilding finally from Ian. You know, last summer we kind of put in the last puzzle pieces, and then lo and behold.
Most people might turn away after 3 major floods, but not Pastor Jinks.
This church isn't going anywhere. God has us here, and we're going to do what we have to do to remain here, to love you and to show the love of Christ.
So First Baptist has plans to build up higher.
We're going to be about 6 or 7 feet closer to the Lord.
The project will cost around $700,000. No small number, but the most cost-effective option they could find.
When we figured out what it was going to cost, I said the good news is God has already provided every penny that we need for this project. And they look at me and like, all right. And I'm like, the bad news is it's still in your pockets.
Pastor Jinks told me they plan to sign the contract for this project next week, and hopefully by this time next year, they'll have the project complete. In St. James City, Amy Gallo, Wink News.